And so we're ready. Let me just look at the video, watch it just to be sure that everything is good, and then we start. In 3, 2, 1, go. Hi guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Oh my god, you guys, I missed you guys so much. But the last video I dropped was a 6 months update living in Abuja, and even if I don't feel like this is the last video I want to film right now, I feel like it's only right for me to film a 1 year in Abuja. You guys, I cannot believe that like it's 1 year already. Actually, I can't believe because it has been quite a journey. It has been quite a journey. So I actually believe I'm 1 year in Abuja. We're just going to talk about a few things: finding a home, work, church and faith. We're going to talk about friendship. We're going to talk about finances and also basically lifestyle and things I have done as relates to personal growth. Just so you know, this video is first for me. I need this video so much, but if you ever come across this video, you are moving to Abuja as a young adult, I really hope that you find this video insightful and that it brings you the clarity that you need. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Finding a home, I would just say that Abuja is opening up when it comes to real estate. So when it comes to pricing of housing and everything, it is still on the high side. Just like I said in my other video, it just depends on if you want to stay in the main city or in the outskirts. So outskirts like Lube, like Yaya, and those axes that are like on far ends, the houses. That's where you see like a lot of young people. But there are still like main cities where I live in Wuse, I live in Jabi. As a big girl, as a big boy, I would say that it generally depends on what has brought you and your means of income. That will determine how much you are able to drop as it relates to housing. I would say that because of the road network, regardless of where you live, you may still be able to navigate the transport from your house. We're going to talk about the transport. You're still going to be able to navigate the transport, but it will obviously be more stressful. I'm going to show videos of my house. I got a cute little place for my friend Angela. I'm very grateful for you. It was the most surprising thing because I was looking for a place, but I wasn't really sure because I had not made like long-term commitment. This is what my house looked like. Did a few changes. I just made it comfortable, right, for myself, and it got the job done. That's where I stayed. I stayed in the outskirts towards Yaya. I was going from Yaya to like Wuse for work, and yeah, it was pretty much smooth, and that's because I also work hybrid. It was a mix of that. The environment was not the most aesthetic because I've lived in like main Abuja town, and where I was living right now was not as aesthetic, but it got the job done. And experiencing like living alone, being fully responsible for yourself was obviously a first. And I would say that if you can, you should actually try, if you don't have family, to just look for a place. So when you come into the city, you can want to live with somebody for a while, but as you progress, want to get your own place and be able to properly settle in. As it relates to like your neighborhood, there's a very serious mind your business culture here. You can have your neighbor and your neighbor will never know who you are. Your neighbor does not send you at all. That's pretty much it. They don't have a very strong neighborhood. Maybe where I live, but where I live is like very communal. If the neighbor structure is still very mind your business, I can only imagine how it is in high-ended areas. The second thing is career growth. My job is a hybrid role. How did you feel like working in Abuja in terms of commuting? I don't like Abuja transport. I don't like it at all, and the reason why I don't like it is because there's a lot of personal cars involved. I know somebody's going to that, but they are long, all these long buses. Why don't you enter that? Like the bus stops are like 3 minutes away, and they will keep stopping. I go to work, I have to do like 2 vehicles to work and 2 vehicles back home. And most times I do like private cars. But the last one I take like bikes now that I'm now more familiar with the place. I don't know, but that's why staying in town is better, because you're staying in town, you can easily get like a boat ride that is not as expensive. But because I stay on the outskirts, most people actually stay on the outskirts, but you just have to do people that are going along your way, so they call it along and all of that. Workplace culture, it is what it is. Cost of living, I would say that Abuja cost of living is actually very relative on where you stay. If you stay on the high-ended areas, of course, you expect to pay more. But I stay, like I said, in the outskirts, so I'm able to like get things that my house is like 3 minutes away from the market, so I get things directly from the market. And but in terms of cost of living, I didn't do too much. I feel like I lived below my means a lot in Abuja, and that's because I was working towards something. So heavy on savings, heavy on just doing things that I could not, expenses that I could not escape. But for cost of living, it was relatively normal. Even when it comes to like going out, I don't think I did any major going out or something, because I was just actively accumulating money for the next phase of my life, right? What are the skills I've gained over the years relates to like work? I would say that is tenacity, just the ability to push regardless. But it's also important to know where you're pushing yourself beyond limits so that you are not overstretching. But I would just say that coming into the workspace, because I've worked like as an intern, I'd worked fully remote, but coming into a workspace that has the dynamics of different type of individuals, different age group, different perspective of things, that was interesting. Not interesting, but that kind of stretched me as it relates to work. So as it relates to community, my church family, faith, how has church helped me adjust? To be honest, right, I would just say that church has done its bit. I attend the Elevation Church, so Elevation Church Abuja has really done its bit. I remember coming into Abuja, and even from the, I think it was only the week I came that I attended the church that my host was attending. After then I'd moved to my church, and I would just say that it was good, right, helping me to settle in, because I also attended the Lagos church. It was just like, oh, this person is around, blah blah blah. It helped me to settle in because of where my host was staying at that I'm staying to. I've been able to get church members that stay around there. I would say that if you don't want to lose your mind, you need community to function. And like, of course, your church family is one of that place that you will get a place to actually serve. Let's talk about service as it relates to church. I don't know, but I personally feel like there is the way service is in Abuja. Actually, when it comes to like church service, is really different, right? Where I'm coming from, you want to do a lot. You know that, oh, this is something I committed myself to. I want to do it. I want to do it to a large extent. But maybe where I am at, or maybe is just a culture shock, right? But people do convenience service here. Oh, I want to do this thing. I said I'm signed up. I want to volunteer to do this thing. But if it's not convenient for me, I won't show up. I will show up, and like, you cannot beat me. It's my time, it's my money, it's my resource. And sometimes it's kind of strange for me, because when you see yourself as somebody that is giving what you can and showing up and giving what you can, you easily get overstretched and tired of the whole thing. I would say that Abuja has taught me to understand service in a very different way. And that thing about checking your heart while you're serving is like really, really important. For me, it's not like, oh, did I do that thing in a different way because other people were doing it and showing up, and it was like, oh, I also wanted to show up? Or was it really about me just wanting to do it, right? Service has come very differently to me in living in Abuja. And what about purpose in community? I'm a very communal person. I'm a very people person. But I wouldn't, to be honest, I don't think I did that at all in Abuja. Because it's somebody that is finished fighting for their life that will be doing communal living. I don't think I lived in community as much as I would like. Not as much as I would like, as much as I am as a person. And I think that this is why I have learned to really give grace to people that move to new places. If someone tells that they are relocating, as soon as people are writing congratulations, I'm just like, I'm praying for you that you don't lose your mind. Yes, so what are the favorite experiences from church? I would say that my connect group, we have this like house fellowship, so it's called connect group, and my connect group has really helped me in the darkest days. Just having big sisters, big aunties that you can reach out to. And very recently, I met a group of girls that we kind of see the city together. Not kind of see, only ones that we went. But I've gone, right? But I think it was also a really good one, because yeah, in this city, you can just exist. Fourth one, friendships and relationships. How has my circle involved? My circle has not evolved. You would think that I would have friends, I would gain new friends. I have not made I am, to be honest, I don't think I actually my earring. But like, I don't think that I actually sat down and made a new friend in Abuja. Maybe they heard few honorable mentions like starting from my church or something like that, but I don't think I was opened up to friendship at all. If I even said that, oh, you think that you make friends easily, but you actually hold on to your OGs. I think more in this time I've been having to like call my old friends and just make sure that we have conversations and then communication. How has living alone helped me to appreciate solitude? I think that Abuja will teach you to calm down. If you're somebody that used to do good, you will come here and you would calm down. You can be losing your mind, but what will you do? You will calm down. That's what they do here. They calm down because, like, here you wait for things. I'm waiting for this call. The person will call me and tell me when it is done, and they don't call you. Nothing is gonna happen. You're gonna wait. I think that it has helped me to understand patience. It is not the easiest thing. I don't think I've fully understood it yet, but yeah, it has really helped me to understand patience. Balancing social life and personal growth. Oh, I did not do anything in my social life. My social life was just there. And honorable mention, my baby. I'm in a relationship now, and of course, right, it has been in a long distance one. It has just been, God, I beg. Life takes its turns, its twists, and all of that, but I'm just very grateful for my partner that he understands that this is a season that we are in, this is a phase that we are in, and we're just soaking it all in and taking it with grace. That's basically what's happened in my relationship, and I've just, thank God, I don't have to deal with the dating pool anymore. That's basically what has been happening. Next up is finances. How has my spending habits changed? Obviously, like, I've not even done, like I said, I did not even go to the market to buy anything like in this Abuja. I think now that I'm winding up, I have now gotten a few things that I ordered to my Lagos house. So I'll pick them up when I get to Lagos. When you see this video, I'm already in Lagos. But my spending habits pretty much the same. And I think I really saved this year. I don't even know why, but I just kept the money. But next is budget lesson. What have I learned about groceries, transport? I think I've learned that because I'm a budgeter normally, but I think this has really taught me that for any household to move, you guys need to put money aside for things that matter. Data, transport, upkeep, food supplies, your tithes, your birthdays that you have or something. You actually need to write it down. This is our commitment to XYZ. This is our commitment to XYZ. And then a lot of people do like freestyle living, but not all of us are going to live like that, and it's absolutely fine. So please budget. Very, very important that you budget. What's my favorite money hack? I would just say that you save before you spend. Most of the time people spend and they save, but you can, if you know how much you're earning, already put down a portion, and then you're like, okay, this was available to you, and then you start to live towards that. Most of the time when I'm like, this is what I want to save, I save it, then I'm like, what's left that I can use? That was pretty much it about like savings. And what about lifestyle? Weekdays I'm at work Monday to Friday, and then Saturday I was teaching icon classes, and then Sunday I went to church. Booked and busy. I think that was very, very, no, I would not even call it busy, but a lot of things to do right in Abuja, and that's basically what occupied like my timing. About rest, I would say that the city shuts down early, so anything 8 o'clock, 7:30, people are already inside their house, so that forces you to rest. I've pretty much been getting 6 to 7 hours sleep. I think it's making me just over relax, but yeah, that's basically how the city is. You would expect more of that. and and about productivity, I don't know, I just think that I've just been doing all I can. This is not the most productive I've been way more productive in other times of my life, but I've just been doing what I can, and I've really learned to just extend grace to myself. If not, you just lose it, because from trying to settle in, I remember how I would have issues like commuting, in the earlier time. When I first go to Abuja, I used to spend like 3K, 3.5 for like transport every day. But now I know I have a better hang of it, like 1.9 and all of that. But if you see anybody that has moved states, I think that we need to be more intentional about giving them grace. It is not easy at all. And then lastly, personal growth. What has changed about how I think? I think that what has changed about how I think is the understanding that the journey is actually long. And I made a post where I was like, oh, life is a process, all of that. But I wish, and I put it there that life is a process on my bio, and I'm like, I wish I could delete it, because there's so many times I want to lose my mind, and it's just like, well, you said life is a process. Why can't you stick to the process and all of that? But I think it became dawned on me more that you can't run away from your reality. You have to stay there and get it done. You have to stay there and get it done. Because I'm somebody that if it's not working, I want to just chicken out, right? But I think that's something that I've had to learn, that it's not everything you chicken out from. There's some things that are like, this is what you have and this is what you have to work with. On the contrary, I've also learned that you don't have to stay in rooms that are not appreciative of you. It's very, very important, because there are a lot of people that do things. They're like, why is this person just here? Why is this person not striving to do more? Because they've sat in rooms where they box them. This is who you are, and this is who you must be. It's not compulsory that you fit into boards that you kept yourself. Another thing I've learned is that you can change. Because you were extroverted last year or in a season of your life does not mean that you acclaim yourself to be an extroverted person. Seasons may come that will turn you into an introvert. Seasons may come where you will just have to understand solitude more, and it's actually okay. If I could talk to the version of myself, if I could talk to the version of myself that moved to Abuja, one thing I'll tell her is that there's going to be a lot of tears. There's going to be a lot of tears, from missing home, from missing family, to questioning your words, to questioning whether this was the right move, to struggling with gratitude, to understanding that life is in phases and you can't jump the phases, and also to just tell her that what is ahead does not look like what exists right now, but what exists right now is still a compulsory phase that you must go through. Christiana, I hope that you were able to survive. I hope that you were able to survive. And this is, I feel like this video is just for me. I'm just recording myself. For anyone coming to Abuja, what do I want to tell you? If I come to Abuja, I want to tell you that I want to tell you that please make sure that you are here based off of a good job, not really a good job, but there's a source of income that is stabilizing you here. Make sure that you at least have some form of community. Just try reconnect with your old friends that live here, or if possible come with like family, your partner, all that. And don't compare your journey to another person's journey. The journey here takes some bit of time, right? Everybody's going to have like a different journey. People move here and they're like, wow, I love it, I just want to be here all the time. And some people move here and they struggle to even like settle down at all. And I would say that you should also be prayerful, very, very prayerful. This place is very spiritual. But yeah, just be very prayerful and understand that everything that exists in the spiritual realm first. You don't want to leave God, hold God tight. Just as a closing, it's 1 year in Abuja and it has stretched me. If you are watching this and you are taking time to make up your own journey, or God is opening a way for you in this city, I would say that you should be open to taking it and pray as you do. Just continually pray, trust God that He that has led you here will carry you on. And yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We'll talk more. I will do another video just as a follow-up on this to know what's happening, because these videos are for me. They are for me before they are for you. But yeah, thank you very much. This is a few minutes to work time. Your baby girl has to go to work, but I knew that I wanted to film this video. I wish you all the best if you are moving to Abuja. Let me just pray with you. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your child. watching this video. We thank you because this video has found them. We pray that if they are watching the video because they are newly moved to Abuja, or they are trusting you for a job in Abuja, or they've moved here with their family, I pray that Father, you help them settle in, you give them peace, you give them community, you will help them see you in this phase of their life in the name of Jesus. They will not struggle with their work, they will not struggle with their health, they will not struggle when it comes to commuting in the name of Jesus. You said the solitude in families. Father, you will give them their family here in the city of Abuja. Thank you, Father, for this we have prayed. I love you guys so much. I love you so much. See you guys in another one. Bye.